From WBNG, your weather authority, this is 12 News This Morning.
Good morning. Today is Thursday, November 28th. Thanks for joining us for a special edition of 12 News This Morning.
That's right. Happy Thanksgiving. If you're just joining us this morning, maybe you're putting the bird in the oven, getting some last-minute preparations. I can smell it all right now.
Yes, as an adult, you have to do some of the cooking sometimes. I liked when I was a kid when I could just taste
eat.
it.
That's all you have to worry about is eat. Well, speaking of someone who loves to eat, Brian, what's the weather looking like today for us?
For today, it's going to be a windy day. It's going to be a cold day. As far as the precipitation, Sunday, I'll have that in your Storm Track 12 forecast.
Brian, thank you. With Thanksgiving comes a holiday tradition, the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Kicking off the holiday season, the parade features floats, maybe balloons, and a ton of performances.
12 News reporter Annie Flaherty is live along the parade route in New York City before it begins. Annie, how's it going?
Hey, good morning, Scott and Michelle. It's going great down here. Not too chilly of a morning out. A little breezy, but definitely not as cold as last year, if you can remember, with those freezing temperatures. And the weather's definitely not stopping people from coming out. The streets here lined up with thousands, I would already say, all to see people marching on by, whether it's in bands, floats, and balloons. And even with those celebrities, you may spot a familiar face along the route. A Maine Endwell senior, Abby Wheeler, will be performing later this morning. Abby was chosen to be a part of the Macy's Great American Marching Band, playing her saxophone. After her band teacher encouraged her to apply, Abby was selected. She said she's been practicing on her own, memorizing her music, but the past few days consisted of rehearsals with the rest of the band. I caught up with her, asking her how she's feeling about the big event watched by millions. She says she's not nervous. The only words to sum it up would be excited and ready to go.
For me, I've never gotten nervous for performances. Auditions and solos, yes, but I feel like once I'm performing, I've already put in the work, so what happens will happen.
Abby told me her wake-up call today was around midnight because of an early morning sound check she had to be ready for, and now the parade's kicking off in just a few hours at 9 this morning, so Abby will be making sure to keep an eye out for you.
Annie, you already mentioned there, it looks like there's a few thousand people already lining up along the route there. How many people in total, though, do you think are going to be there?
Yeah, like I mentioned, it's actually getting pretty packed here in the city now. People have been saving spots since even 3 a.m. Some people that we spoke to have been coming all morning long. We got here around 4:30, and it's definitely filled up since then. Macy says about 3.5 million spectators are expected to come watch the parade here today. That's along with the 50 million viewers from their TVs at home. Back to you guys.
Annie, thank you. The Thanksgiving travel rush is underway.
Welcome back. We're continuing live coverage now at the Thanksgiving Day Parade this morning. Millions of people are expected to go to the annual event, kicking off in just a few hours.
Yeah, let's check back in with 12 News reporter Annie Flaherty, who has been there all morning long. Annie?
Hey, good morning, Scott and Michelle, and happy Thanksgiving. Things are starting to pick up here in Manhattan. We still have a couple hours to go before the parade kicks off, but people are already packing the streets. An estimated 3.5 million spectators are expected to come and arrive. That's along with the 50 million people watching from their TVs at home. And one of the early birds we have here this morning is Emily Jones. Emily, how are you doing this morning?
Good.
Good. A little chilly out here, but not too bad. What time did you get here?
I got here a little before 6.
6 a.m. Wanted to get a good spot.
Yes.
You think you got one?
Yes, definitely.
Right on the corner. You can see everything. Awesome. And where are you from?
I'm from a little town in Kansas.
Kansas made the way to the big city just for the parade here. Now, Emily, what made you come down?
Well, this is my first time in the city, so I had to come see the parade.
Big event. Do you ever watch on TV year after year?
Every year.
Awesome. Cool. Is it what you expected so far? I know we still have a couple hours to go, but pretty packed out here.
Yeah, it is.
Awesome. Awesome. Thanks, Emily. Well, enjoy and happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to you guys. We still have a couple hours to go until the festivities kick off, but stay right here with 12 News. We'll have parade coverage throughout the day. We are live ahead of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Annie Flaherty, 12 News.
Annie, thank you.
And we are now taking one last live look at New York City for the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade that will be starting in just a couple of hours at 9 o'clock. Now, we did see them taking down street lights earlier, as Annie Flaherty was showing us, so maybe the balloons will be down. We don't know yet officially, no official word because of the wind gusts that are down there, but we're hoping that we'll be able to see the balloons down there for the parade. Again, that is starting at 9 o'clock, and our very own Maine Endwell senior Abby Wheeler is playing in the Great American Marching Band. She's down there, so make sure to look out for her throughout the day. Well done, Abby. We're all rooting for you here back in the 607. And those are your top stories of the day. The time now is 6:55, and here's a live look over the southern tier.
And we'll be right back with one last look at your 7-day forecast.